All right, so in your form that you've created as a quiz already, you've gone through all those steps to make it a test or a quiz. Whenever you're going to use the kiosk mode on the Chromebooks to where they can't actually go into other websites and do Google searches or anything like that, for that option you're going to have to go to your settings here, and you cannot restrict it to just to users to where they have to log in. Now I would keep the collect email addresses, that way they can get a response receipt if wanted. Now remember, this is going to give them what they answered in the questions, so I would also do that if it's a test, okay? And then you would hit save. Now a good way to, because you're going to have that code out, a good way to keep all the kids taking the test only at the right time and not getting back on it later is if you go over here to responses, and where it says accepting responses, you turn that off until it's class time. And then you just simply switch it back on whenever it's class time and you want them to take a test. When they're done, turn it right back off, okay? All right, so now how do we get this in kiosk mode? Well, what you need to do is you need to view the form this way. And then you can do it this way. You can highlight this, copy it, or you can go back to your form and you can say send, and then here is the little link button, and then hit copy. Okay, so it's going to copy that entire link. You don't want your kids to have to type all of this in. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to go to goo.gl. It is a shortener, a URL shortener. You're going to paste that crazy long one there, hit shorten URL, and now this is going to be your shortened URL that the kids are actually going to type in. I am going to write that down, and what you can do with this is you can copy this code, put it up on the board for your kids whenever it's time for their test, and then they can type it in whenever they need to type it in. Okay, so that's really all you have to do on your side to get them to take it in their kiosk mode. Now, this is what it looks like on the student side. Sorry about the dizziness, I'm sure. When they open up their Chromebooks, instead of actually typing in their username and their password, they would come down here.
I just want to let you know that our email right now is down, and as soon as we get back up, I will let you know. Thank you.
So you would click the apps button down there, and then this last option, it's called Lockdown Browser Kiosk App. Let me show you what it looks like a little bit closer. Your students would click on that. So they did not log in. Okay, now what they're going to do is they're going to fill this information out. This is for their name. So they would type in their name. And then the second spot is where they're going to type in that code or that shortened URL that you have on your board for them. And they have to type in exactly like what it was on the shortener. Okay, so after they have that, submit name and link. I'm not really sure what's happening. Maybe it needs the HTTPS. Yep, okay, so you have to include that in front of it. So the HTTPS : //, my goodness. So the way that you'll know if your kids are on the kiosk mode, as you walk by, you'll see this box up here. And there's a green border around that test, okay? So they don't have an option. They can't click on another browser. They can't go to google.com. They have to actually answer this, and then they'll hit submit, and then that's it. After they're done, they'd click on this box again. It would take them back to where they would log in. So that's kiosk mode. Let me know if you have any questions.